What's up, guys? Welcome to Slop Slocks Thunderdome Edition, the greatest sports betting show in the history of sports betting shows. Everybody knows that. If you're not subscribed to this channel, do yourself a favor right now. Hit the subscribe button. Get the notifications on. You're not going to want to miss another one of these shows for as long as you live. While you're doing all that, I'm going to introduce you to today's panel. One of my favorite people in this entire industry, the great Tommy G.
Tommy G
wins again, even though Tommy G did not win again last week. We'll get to the graphic. What's up, Tommy? How you doing, man?
Doing a lot better since last week. The CFP playoffs need to change.
I
drastically underestimated weather impact. You ready for this? Tennessee.
No. I knew you were going weather.
Listen to this.
There we go.
Tennessee, as a university, has not played a game below 40 degrees in 10 years.
I wouldn't worry
about it.
As a
university.
Yeah.
And SMU hasn't played a game below 40 degrees in 9 years, and it was 19 for both. So
I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, I was not happy about
it. Happens. It happens.
No cold weather this week.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. Let's just move on. The great Matt Modai is here. I had Dead Prez all lined up, and then he told me this morning that him and his new wife are going to Disney on Ice. So immediately we got him off the show. We can't condone that kind of behavior. And I called my friend from the morning, Wood, the great Matt Modai, and here he is. What's up, Matt?
Yeah, we'll just replace another Matt M with another Matt M. The show just goes on seamlessly.
Yep. No, I knew we needed another Matt. We already had the graphic made, so I called you, and here you are. So we're good. We're going to let you go first since that happened. But before we do any of that, let's talk about what happened last week, Tommy.
No. Come on.
I was on the verge of greatness. Had Sam Darnold over 1.5 touchdown passes, plus 115. That won easily. Freiermuth over 3.5 receptions. He had 3, Tommy. What do you want me to do? Cooper Rush over 1.5 touchdown passes, plus 150. Probably the analysis of the year on that. He caught CeeDee Lamb. They gave him the touchdown. He had 2. Everybody was fired up. The entire house was going crazy here. And then they said CeeDee was down at the 1, which he was not. But that took away a touchdown, and he finished with 1 because you know how that works, Tommy. Even if it's in the second quarter, the guy's not throwing another touchdown for the rest of the day. That's just how it works.
You're done.
But, yeah, I still won because you were unbelievably bad.
Not me, the teams. I don't take credit. The teams did.
That's a valid point. That's
fault,
way to take responsibility.
Yeah,
I like
not
it.
me. Not me at all.
Smart. Yeah, maybe check a weather report next time, but whatever. Matt, wasn't you, was the other Matt. He only hit 1, and it was a minus, so it doesn't even count anyways. It was the Ravens 6.5. McBride was never going to catch a touchdown. They just don't throw him touchdown passes. And then Kelsey didn't get one either. That was not Matt's fault. McBride was his fault. Kelsey was not his fault. No matter whose fault it was, though, he lost. So I'm now 1-0.
Slop rules.
In my last 1, which is good.
Yep.
So let's go. What's up, Matt? You're ready. Stop stalling, buddy. First pick's yours.
Yeah, no, I feel good. And shout out to me. I'm going to go 1 play tonight, 1 play tomorrow, 1 play Sunday. So no matter really, it's any day of the weekend. People are going to have something to watch.
Nice.
Go 1 NBA. We'll go with that's tonight. Obviously, we'll go Jason Tatum, 30+ points, plus 110 odds at FanDuel. Celtics playing the Pacers. Pacers for 2 years now just decide when they play defense to not guard the number 1 option. They just say, hey, you know what? We're going to let the number 1 option beat us and not let anybody else do anything.
Smart.
It's been that way for 2 years now. Last night, SGA went off 40+ points against them. Tatum, normally when I come talking about plays, I like to find some positive regression. I like to call it fade recent results. That's admittedly not what we're doing here. Tatum has cashed 30+ points in 3 straight games. He can hit 4 straight, not scared of that. And the Celtics are coming off of a Christmas loss on Christmas Day. That's what Christmas loss means to the Celtics. So not happy about that. He's going to come out cooking. Per one of my favorite websites, Props Madness, 9 of 10 players with Tatum scoring profile have hit their point prop over against the Pacers. That's pretty good. They hit their over by an average of 7 points above what their over-under is priced at. Also pretty good. And just going through these box scores is crazy. I mean, Paolo Banchero probably already had a torn oblique at that point, still hung 50 points against the Pacers. RJ Barrett had 39 against them. Scotty Barnes had 35 against them. Kevin Durant had 37. The only one of the ones that missed, 9 of 10, the one that missed was Kyle Kuzma. He doesn't really count because the Wizards are not really a real basketball team. And Jason Tatum scored 37 points against the Pacers earlier this year. 7 fewer points than that. Still cashes this out for us. 30-plus points, plus 110. Love it.
Yeah, that feels right. Tommy, have you ever watched an NBA basketball game before?
I actually predicted a funny thing. I had the Bucs plus 700 to win the NBA Cup.
Nice.
So I think that's the only basketball game I watched all year for NBA.
Nice. Yeah. Good. Glad you joined us. The reason I ask is I'm going NBA as well because I'm next. I'm going to go Kevin Durant over 4.5 assists. That's even money at Ballybet. We're going to need something for tonight, guys. All right. And I figured it out. Devin Booker is out again, and that affects KD. If you watched the game the other night, KD looked like prime John Stockton out there. Okay. He was just a little bit taller. That's all. That was the only difference. We're talking 12 potential assists, which is way more than we need tonight since 5 assists cashes us out. The Suns are going to see the Mavericks, who just watched Julius Randle rip them apart for 8 assists the other night. All right. These guys basically play the same position. They're almost the same player. So there is that. If that's not enough for you, though, Jonathan Kuminga had 6 assists against this same team a couple weeks ago, and he doesn't even pass. Like, I'm gonna have to go back and look at the game because I've never seen Jonathan Kuminga pass the basketball. By the time this game starts tonight, this thing's gonna be minus 130 everywhere. Might even be up to 5.5. If I was the books, I'd have this at 5.5, minus 165. We can't pass up this kind of deal at 4.5 even money. Just feels too right.
My turn.
Tommy, you should say something.
Is it my turn? Is it my turn?
You know what I mean? This thing on?
My turn to go? Hello? All
This
right.
thing on?
So I'm in a new location here, so I want to make sure that doesn't clip out. I don't think it will.
Where are you, Tommy?
I am actually at Bill's house. We're doing a social experiment, me and Bill Rupp. So I may be moving to Vegas. So I was like, listen, his mom passed away last year. He's got 3 floors here. I was like, you know what? I'm moving in with you, and we're going to record some content in the new year. So we're going to try and do like a vlog with me and him living together and see what it goes like. That'll last about 3 weeks, and then I'll be in Vegas. So, I am going here. NFL sides have been the thing I've been doing best at so far, 12-3 the last 4 weeks. I'm going to Cincinnati Bengals here. Now, this is minus 110. I don't know if you want me to do that, Slop. If anything, just add Burrow 2+ touchdowns to this, and that'll jack that up. So you can go Burrow 2+ touchdowns.
We'll let the people in the
I've never done a minus.
The comments run the show. They're going to come in here and say you are about as soft.
I've never done a minus. Never done a minus in my life. And I'm not going to do a minus now because I'm going to do Bengals minus 3 and Burrow 2+ passing touchdowns, plus 107.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to do that. Burrow's obviously absolutely out of his mind. I think there's a fun play here too. Plus 1,200 it is on certain sites. There we go, Navy. Plus 1,200 on certain sites, plus 1,000 almost everywhere for Bengals to make the playoffs. Bengals will beat Denver this week. And then obviously it's probably going to be Carson Wentz next week against Denver for the Bengals to get in. But I think that's worth a stab, plus 1,000, plus 1,200, Burrow MVP. We're going to go Bengals minus 3, Burrow 2 touchdowns, plus 107 right now.
I like it. I like it so much. I'm going to ask you to go again.
All right. This one, we're going to go to something we've been putting out nonstop. I put this out every week for the last 4 weeks. It hits every single week. Achane on Miami. Tua can't throw the ball more than 4 yards down the field. It's fucking insane. So everything is Jonnu Achane. Achane's reception total is over 4.5 minus 128, which is just free money. We're going to bring this up to 5.5 plus 145. So we're going Achane, 5.5 receptions over. So we need 6. The last 4 games, he's hit this number. He's going to hit it again. Achane, 6+ receptions plus 145.
So you think Achane is going to catch 6 balls?
I think he catch 8 balls
in the pouring rain.
Yeah, I think that's why. The worse the conditions, the better it is.
I like it.
Better
I
it is
like
for him.
I love how you take a negative and turn into a positive.
You could say anything and I'll flip it into a positive.
No, that's what I'm saying. You're like the Tony Robbins of sports betting.
Anything.
That's better. I like it. All right, so I'm going to go now. I'm trying to think what I should do right now. Should I do this? I'm going to do it. Antonio Gibson, 30+ rushing yards, plus 106 at Ballybet. I know I'm using Ballybet again, and they're not even a real sports book, but whatever. Okay, we have them in Massachusetts. They let me bet a half unit on this thing, so here we are. I know Tommy is going to say that this guy had 10 carries last week and only gained 28 yards, but as usual, Tommy He's talking out of his ass. All right. Tommy said the Rams are the best team in the NFC. Okay. Here's the thing.
Hold on. Do we want to talk about that now?
I have no idea.
Do you want to go there, Kyler Murray? Sure. You want to talk about this?
Here's the thing you're forgetting, Tommy. Yeah. Last week, the Patriots played the Buffalo Bills. All right. Those guys are number 1 in the NFL in terms of opponent rushing yards per attempt. All right. Let's see anybody run into that brick wall. It just doesn't work. Now, fast forward to this week. The Patriots are playing the Los Angeles Chargers. Only 5 teams in the entire NFL are worse in terms of opponent yards per carry. Guys get loose on them all the time, okay? Couple that with the fact that Gibson's definitely getting 10-plus carries this week because Gerard Mayo is pissed at Ramondre Stevenson for fumbling the ball all the time. Translation, Gibson going way over 30 rushing yards. It just feels too right, Tommy.
I think you got that.
Feels too right.
Feels good.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to talk about the Rams on you, but
I mean, you did it at a time where I can't really even cut in and talk through you because it's just
man.
But we will talk about the fraud Kyler Murray.
2 steps ahead. Are you going to talk about how he's short again?
Is that where I'm a height supremacist. Of course I am.
He is short.
Yeah. By the way, Rams are winning the division right now. Slop, in case you're wondering.
They're not the best team. It wasn't the division, Tommy.
It's not done yet. Not done
yet. You said they were the best team.
It's not done.
NFC.
They make the playoffs. I'm live. That's all we know.
That's not the best team in the NFC, Tommy. They have to go to the Super Bowl in your life.
Yeah,
they have to come out of the NFC.
Right. You got to get out. You got to get into the playoffs first.
Tommy, have you ever heard of the Detroit Lions?
Oh God, stop with that fraud fucking.
Have you?
Stop.
Have you ever heard of them?
Fucking Dan Campbell, he's a joke.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So you have not heard of them. Matt, I think you should go.
There's a decent team in Philadelphia. That's all I was going to say.
Yeah,
And wait, we got another Matt M who's a Philly fan?
Yeah.
I
mean, I want to be as close as possible.
Great job, Slop.
Yeah. All right. Good. I loved your running back 30-plus, not rushing yards, but 30-plus numbers so much that I'm going to go Chase Brown, 30-plus receiving yards, plus 110 odds at ESPN Bet, an actual real sports book, who also let me bet a half unit on this one. This falls more in line with my type of play. It's a fade recent results type of play. It's a matchup play for Chase Brown. There was a stretch this year, basically, like when they started using him more and Zach Moss got hurt. He had cashed this 30-plus number in 5 straight games. Since then, he's missed it in 2 straight. Makes it the perfect time to buy back in on his receiving yards prop. The 2 games he went under was against the Titans and the Browns.
Not his fault.
Yeah, that's not his fault. 2 offenses are not going to scare anybody. I mean, the Bengals were still passing, of course, because that's how they do. But not teams that really stressed out the Bengals. And none of them were the Denver Broncos, which is the most important thing here. Broncos, tough team to run on. Teams pass a lot against them. And the Broncos allow a lot of receiving work to the running back. If you look at the run defense, best run defensive DVOA in the NFL, second best stuff rate, the lowest, number 1, yards before contact per attempt. Very, very good run defense. But on the entire season, they've given up the 5th most receiving yards to running backs. And since week 7, actually the most receiving yards to running backs. Per prop stack cash, 60% of running backs have cashed their receiving prop over against the Broncos. That includes like backups who might not even see the field. 60% of them are still cashing. Broncos defense, one of the best pressure rates in the NFL, one of the best run defenses in the NFL, will gladly allow dump offs to the running back position. And his reception prop is over under 3.5 for minus money. If he's catching 4 balls, he's probably getting 30-plus receiving yards as well. Burrow's not shy to target the running back. This one was just too easy.
I like it. So are you a last 5 guy now?
I'm a whatever helps my argument guy.
Okay. I like him.
Very fair.
Yeah. Sometimes it's last 5. Sometimes it's last 10.
Whatever.
Sometimes it's
flip it and no positive.
Yeah. Sometimes it's never. Sometimes players do. So
Wait till you see my next one. I'm gonna let you go first, but I'm gonna do the same thing.
Yeah. Thank you. My last one, play for Sunday. Someone is going to get fired for this line, but we're going Bucky Irving, 100-plus rushing yards, plus 230 odds at Bet 365. You could go 90-plus at plus 155 if you wanted to be a little bit safer, but I'm going for the win. And honestly, his main line, like his over-under, should be 99.5. The Bucs are playing the Panthers. For those of you that have followed 1 second of football this year, know that this Panthers run defense is an absolute travesty, just a complete abomination. And the best part is they're always losing. So teams are always running the ball against them, and they're always having success. On the entire season, Panthers have allowed the most rushing yards per game to running back. So not talking about quarterback scrambles or anything like that, just running back rush attempts. the most rushing yards to the running back position at 141 per game. That's really bad. And to put into context how bad that is, the next closest team is the Chicago Bears. They're at 116. So that's what? Math. 25 rushing yards more than the next worst team in terms of rushing yards per game. And it's just gone up on the year. So 141 on the season. Since week 5, 146. Since week 9, 155. Obviously the worst run defense in the NFL, according to DVOA. They allow the 4th most yards after contact and the 2nd most yards before contact, which those two numbers put together is truly despicable. 6 straight running backs have hit their rushing prop over against the Panthers. And just look at some of these totals. Last week, 117 to James Conner. He got hurt in that game. 149 to Rico Dowdle. 124 to Saquon Barkley. And 152 to somebody named Bucky Irving, the same exact player we were taking in this same exact matchup. He had 152 yards against them. Bucky's taken over as the lead rusher on the team. He's gotten at least 100 rushing yards in 2 of his last 5 games. But most importantly for this one, Rachaad White fumbled at the end of the game last week, basically lost the game for them. Todd Bowles, if you're a coach speak index type of person, Todd Bowles was not happy about it. So Bucky's going to get a bunch of carries in this game. He's probably going to get 25. He's probably going to get 150 rushing yards. We just need him to get to 100 for plus 230. It was too easy.
Yeah, that's a really good bet. The Panthers last week, I think it was 7 yards a carry or 7-1, something like that. That's atrocious. I mean, that's really bad. My only problem with that, I just don't really like Bucky, like the name Bucky. I don't know. It's tough to get excited about.
I think it's Bucky. I like it. Winter Soldier. If you're a Marvel guy, Winter Soldier's name is Bucky. I think it's a cool name.
I'm a master.
Yeah, I knew a kid named Bucky back in middle school, and I just didn't like him. Nobody did. I mean, he had buck teeth too, so it kind of wasn't his like, it's gonna be fun. It's a weird name, to be Bucky and you got buck teeth.
Yeah, it's a tough combination.
You thought the parents never gonna brace it, so it's a tough break there for him. But I mean, I don't know, he just had a way about him. If you're watching Bucky, I hope you shaped up, buddy. Like you were such a dirtbag. But anyways, I'm sure it all worked out for him. I'm gonna go Anthony Richardson over 14.5 completions plus 110. That's at Fanatics. This is just for the vibes, all right? It's all gut. I have 0 stats that would back up doing something like this, but I don't think that should scare us, okay? This is about opponent and opportunity. The Giants have already cashed their chips in, and they're on their way home, okay? If it was you and your buddy that went to the casino, your buddy already left, all right? Like, he's gone. There's no more of him. We just watched Michael Penix dice these guys up in his first ever start. He had 18 completions, and that was in a 34-7 beatdown. Okay, you have to think the Colts are not going to want Richardson to get hit a bunch of times. They're going to have him dinking and dunking all day long. And for the haters like Tommy that are going to say that Anthony can't throw a ball, he just completed 17 balls like the week before last. Okay, we all saw him do it. We're going to be fine. This actually could be the greatest bet on the board right now. Could be the greatest bet we've ever made in our lives. Feels right.
I'm sick again. Made fun of when I don't say anything. This is very unfair. This is very unfair.
I don't know what I said. What I said?
I just feel like I'm a target. I feel like I got a target on my back, and I don't like it. I like when Matt McKinnon's here because we pick on him. This Matt's smart. The other one's at Disney on fucking ice.
Hey, it's not my fault he went to Disney on ice.
What's going to happen to this kid when he has kids?
Tommy, get used to it. I mean, when you're a top dog, you have a target on your back. All right, that's how I've lived my life, my whole life, Tommy.
Oh yeah, I think I have one.
Not easy.
I'm going to stop stalling here for you, Slop.
Thank you.
I'm going to do something that you're probably going to be a little jealous of in a second here. So we have the college football playoffs taking place. They are not this weekend. They're going to be during the week this week, but it'll be before the next show. So since you guys spaced your bets out, Matt was nice enough to give you one a day. This thing's going to be dragging on. We're going to need some time to hedge when we go hit this 9-team parlay. And you're going to be winning tens of thousands of dollars. Some of you don't have that kind of money. I'm going to give you a couple days to go get a loan and get a hedge out with a game for Wednesday. This is nice January 1st, Slop. So this will be the first Thunderdome win of 2025. That's the reason I'm doing that. We're going with Oregon here on the money line against Ohio State. I know
you hate Ohio State.
Fuck Ohio State.
Fuck you hate them.
If they can't play in fucking 10-degree weather, they're all garbage. Fuck that whole fucking conference. So this game will not be played in 10-degree weather. It will be played in California. It will be in the same coast that Oregon's on. So Ohio State travels really well. I'm sure they're going to have a shit ton of fans there, but it is a little proximity advantage for Oregon. They're playing on the coast. One of the things for Ohio State, I don't think Will Howard's that great, but his numbers have been phenomenal this year. I think they're top 5 in yards per pass. You can't really do that against Oregon. Oregon, one of their strengths, you can run on them a little bit, and Ohio State isn't great on the ground. They're very good. But passing yards per game for this defense, they're 8th in the country. They're 5th in opponent passing yards per play. So Oregon should be able to neutralize the Ohio State passing game. This is not a Big Ten team. They're not playing Northwestern and Minnesota and all these fucking garbage teams that they play all year. This is Oregon. This is the national champion. Oregon as a dog in this game is absolutely insane to me. So we're going to take the plus 115 here with Oregon on the money line for the first win of 2025.
Did they play already?
What's that?
Did they play already?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the game out, the pre-show.
No,
Yeah, they beat Ohio State already. They beat them, I think, 32-31 or whatever it was. And this is just Ryan Day in a big game. Obviously, he tried last week, but the game was too much of a blowout. Ryan Day will fuck this up at the end of the game. Oregon wins this game.
I kind of like Will Howard to throw for a bunch of yards just because they're gonna get behind and have to throw.
Yeah, I mean it should. Listen, it should be.
And they got the kids. They got that freshman.
Yeah, guy's a stud.
Yeah.
That guy is unbelievable. So they do have that. Sorry about my dog. She's very fired up about the game, too.
She likes the Oregon pick or she hates it?
Probably one of the biggest Thunderdome fans out there. All right, so if you actually parlayed all these, I think a little $10 9-leg parlay will get you $15,000. That feels like a pretty good day.
You did that math in your head?
Yep.
He's so good at that.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, every week, guys.
Do you know the exact number, Slot?
What's that?
Do you know the exact number?
$15,718.37, depending on what book you're at.
Of course. You're insane. You're a wizard.
Yep. So I feel like we did good work. I feel like we should probably move out into the world now. Maybe not go to Disney on Ice or anything like that, but maybe go hang out. I'm going to be back on at 3 p.m. Not on this channel, though. I'm going to be with Ryan Noonan at 4 for 4. We're going to talk about some football props. As you know, the props are coming out for this weekend already. So we're going to go ahead and drop some early ones there. Then after that, I'm going to be back on this channel at 4 p.m. for the Odds Jam Tool Show. And I'll be honest with you, guys, the Odds Jam tools are on fire right now. It's pretty crazy. So that's going to be fun. I think that's all we got. Tom, are you doing Stay Cashing again?
Doing Stay Cashing 2 o'clock.
2 p.m.?
Go to my Twitter at Tommy G Wins.
Nice. Modi, are you taking the weekend off? Are you partying? What are you doing?
No, we got a video for Saturday coming out sometime today. Video for Sunday coming out sometime tomorrow.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean,
Stops.
It's the
Busy
holidays,
man.
but the sports
at Jedi Modi on YouTube?
Yes, thank you for that. Yes,
Perfect.
at Jedi Modi on YouTube.
Perfect. All right, guys, that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later.